I think I'm on. Alright, welcome back. This is Iron Bill, back with another video. This one is on PvP again, and I know I said I wasn't going to play PvP anymore, but you gotta try. You gotta try. So, some clanmates of mine talked me off the ledge, and did some Iron Banner with them, and it didn't go too bad, so I thought, okay, let's just give it some shots. So, or a shot. And this is a previous match, not the one I'm featuring tonight. And I'm showing this because this is pretty much the mid-range of what I would typically do before the matchmaking settings were changed. 18 kills, that's right in the middle. I would be anywhere from, say, 15 to 25-ish on any given match. Sometimes, even 30, 32. But, things had to really go my way. That was way much an outlier for me to get that many kills. But not uncommon to get mid-20s. So I also want to point out this was against a solid team, and our teams were fairly balanced here. They had three people, 31, 30, and 22, 20. Their top four were pretty solid. And, our top four are okay too. And this is all right. We lost the match. I don't care. It was fun and enough. I mean, at least I felt like I was in the match. I was accomplishing something. So, I don't care if I win or lose, just want a fair match. And this is an example of what I would like to see. So that editorial having been completed, I'm going to move on to the next match. And tonight I was playing Cold Denial and also Gnawing Hunger, and I had a grenade launcher on there, 11 Death. Nothing special there. I just wanted something that could blast if I happen to put my hands on heavy ammo, but my real goal tonight was to play the Cold Denial. So, my Cold Denial, the role that I have on that, I think I had Swashbuckler, and I'm going to have to look now. Swashbuckler and a Feeding Frenzy, I believe is what I had on it. I can tell you real quick. Hopefully. By the way, we're on Fortress, and this should be a good match or a map for the Cold Denial because it has a lot of long lines. And so my plan was, of course, to go really hard with that. Now, the Cold Denial that I have on, well, I don't have it on now. I don't know. We're just going to have to take my word for it. I'm pretty sure it's Swashbuckler and Feeding Frenzy. I've got about a dozen of those, by the way, and I'm trying to filter them in as I can and play them and see how they do. And, what this does, I keep handicapping myself when I play. I'm handicap myself with a new controller system and handicap myself with weapons from time to time. I don't know if that's arrogance or ignorance or just impatience. But yeah, but I will say though, I am getting better. Now I let this hunter slide up underneath the fight here, and at first I didn't know where it came from, but I didn't think too much of that. I thought, well, I just kind of lost track of my radar, but everything was straight ahead and it just kind of piled up, and I just didn't see him come in. So I'm trying to be more careful about my angles. I still my teammates kill here. I back up a little bit because there's something from the left. I'm clearing my line. I put a couple shots and I see the exploding ball roll by, and I think I got to get out of there before he shoots that. And then somebody cleans him up, which is fine. Fair is fair. I stole a kill. Someone stole one from me. Someone's coming back for A. I make a pretty good play. Now at this range, I should get eaten. And that guy just, if he'd been better, he would have killed me. I'm getting chased out. Then I pop out here, and then I see the guy with the new trace rifle, but it says Gnawing Hunger. And at first I thought, whoa, something bad is going on here. All right. But I replayed it a few times, and that's one of the useful things about recording yourself is that when stuff like that happens at the time, you don't have time just to pause and look at your tape. I mean, you just play through it. But if you do record, you can come back later and you can say, oh, that's what happened. And I didn't understand it at first. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Now, there'll be some pretty shady stuff happen here a little bit later on that I'm glad I recorded. One person in particular, but we'll get to that in a minute. So Mr. Mountaintop comes over the top. I want you to keep an eye on Captain Taco. By the way, Mountaintop does that one-hit kill. I think it takes you most of the way down, but I don't think it one-hit kills. That being said, I come back and beat him, and then I come down to C, and who should come over the top again? And I know he's going to do it. My teammate gets popped there. And I'm backing up because he's coming. I know he is. This time I'm ready for him. And I think I can beat him. And then Rock Keats gets me. You know, and my 1v1s, for the most part, I can hold my own. I'll win as many as I lose because I'm basically a very average player. So that's what you would expect. But 2v1s, nah, not so much. I'm not good enough to do that. Okay, that guy's wither hoarded the corner there. I'm going to crouch down, though, because they have to come back for it. And you'll notice I'm not playing with my teammates. They're off on the other side of the map fighting over whatever. Well, the problem with doing that is if you put all your people on one side of the map, you don't have any map control. We need to hold down B and A, or B and C. It doesn't matter, but we need to hold at least 2 zones if we're going to have a chance to win. And at times, these guys seemed like they just kept funneling kills into the same place over and over. Now, I had to back out of there because there were at least 3 people on the radar, and I decided to come back and fight for it, and here comes the first super in a row. Now, that won't be the last. So I get taken out with that, and they're going to get beat, and there isn't anything I can do to stop that, but my teammate and I began to pursue this guy, and he's using a sword to chase this guy. Why in the world would you handicap yourself like that with this sword? Now, we're eventually going to get him, or at least I do. But, yeah, I don't know what the play was with that sword. He had heavy, and I guess he was going to use it. If he'd used his auto rifle or anything else, actually a rock, he might have killed him faster. All right, so I hear... Yeah, there was a super that went off there. I was trying to avoid it. Couldn't. So that's 2 supers now. This is the 3rd super that I've run into. I avoided the 2nd one, got killed by the 3rd. 2 people departed the match. Things are looking bad. I've got my super now. And the same guy who just killed me comes across, and he's about to clean me up again, but I shoot him down with my super. Caught him in midair. And actually snared somebody else. So that's actually okay. I'm fine with that. We're down by about 20 points now, and I let a shotgun slide up. And this is the drawback to the build that I've chosen. And I'm okay with that death because I chose a Gnawing Hunger and a Cold Denial. Now, I knew I could play fine with the Gnawing Hunger, but the Cold Denial was really what I wanted to use when I had range. That was my attempt on it. Now, see, my Gnawing Hunger took those 2 guys out. 3rd guy steps in and cleans me up, but at least we're contesting. We've got another player back now. It's only 5v6. We're 18 points down instead of 20. We might have a shot here. Okay, so there's Wither Horde, and I try to move around here to pinch, and this guy moves with me. You can't very well pinch if you do that. So we get the zone. I know that this fellow's up here, and I think this is my Captain Taco again. I'm pretty sure it's the mountaintop guy. Yeah, he just couldn't go anywhere. No, yeah, it's the Captain Taco. So down he goes. Now, we're about to move into something that is pretty shady. And I want you to watch carefully here in just a moment so you can see what actually happens. And I will pause it and replay it. Boom, dead. Did you catch that, Mr. Captain Taco? That says Gnawing Hunger. It was instant death. And I mean like instant death. Zap. Dead. All right? So let's back that up and watch this again. I capture the zone. And no, look at the radar. Nothing on the radar, right? So I move around. He's instantly there. Instantly there. And killed me through a wall. Ladies and gentlemen, the Captain Taco is cheating. I mean, that's all there is to it. One more time. Nothing on the radar. I move instantly on the radar, and I'm instantly dead. Yeah, that's what a cheater looks like. So, are we now to the place where 6v6 has all the cheaters in it too? Well, I told my friend one time while we were discussing cheaters, he seemed incredulous that I would even bring that up. And I said, well, they're going to practice it somewhere. You know, I mean, it's not like they're just going to go to trials and do it. They're going to play with it in 6v6 as well. So, yeah, you're going to have people who are going to cheat in regular, and that's what you just saw, plain and simple. And you'll see it again by the end of the match. Something I thought was pretty iffy, but it was the same person, and it pretty similar deal. So I'm sorry to say, this play is somewhat marred by cheating. But even that, back to what I was trying to do and what I think I was largely successful in doing. I'm moving as I want to. I'm actually, I have a reason for doing what I'm doing. I am trying to play the objective. I am trying to keep our map controls as best I possibly can. Of course, I ran right into two people, ran right into Hex's shot, and that was just legit. He was ready for me to come over the top, and once he had the first couple shots, I was done. But I'm playing with purpose. And it's not like I'm just running around and just trying to find the nearest red thing and kill it. I am trying to play the objective here. So, and mostly successful at that. It would be nice if there was another person with me, but I'm choosing to run it solo. I just don't think there's any other way we can win this match unless I do what I'm doing. All right, so I have to back out to recover. I know they're going to come for this, and I'm once again I'm going to try to hold this down as long as I can. So I zap that guy, hit him straight on. He's dead. I didn't know at the time that I killed him because I shot and turned. And if you use this super, that you have to be super careful. Now, look who killed me again. Captain Taco. Now, let's watch the circumstances of this again. The last dance, right? So he's going to hit me. I'm full health when he hits me. So there he is coming. Yep. I back away. He does not even give it a direct hit with me on the mountaintop, but I'm behind the wall before he could have ever put a last dance shot into me. And once again, I call foul. I mean, that guy, he's straight up cheating. And yeah, I'm not going to complain too much about it beyond that, but yeah. And he's not particularly good either, because you'll see at the end of the match that he wasn't even their top player. But yeah, some real shady stuff going on. All right, so we team shoot that guy down. We are catching up. We have a full team now, and we have a shot. Now, I traded that guy. It's fair enough. I'll take that. Wait a minute. No, we're still just at 5. We're 5v6 right now, and we're clawing it back. All right, so he knows better than to come straight at. And there he is. And I had to reload, unfortunately, at that time. And yeah. I forget, I should have dodged to reload there like that. I maybe didn't have it. That's quite possible. I didn't check that. And I get him, but I get hammered by 2 guys behind. Now, you notice that I have no teammates around anymore. I don't know if the guy behind me got killed or he just ran off to other places. I don't know. But that's something I've got to be better about too, and that's being aware of when I'm really putting myself in a bad spot, like a spawn flip or something like that, which is kind of what happened there. All right, so I'm going to move around here. I know this guy's around here. He jumps up to avoid my grenade. If I just shot first, I probably would have won that fight. But it doesn't matter because our teammates were there and they polished him off. And we're 3 points from a win now, and Super's popped, and it's curtains for the other team. So that wound up being an okay match for me. And when you look at it here, I'll just pop that up here. 21, 7 captures, 1.4. I mean, that's about as good as I could expect to do. That's about where I'm at, as a player. And we were, and bear in mind, we were 1 and 2 players down for a lot of that match, and we're able to come back. So I wouldn't be too harsh on these guys, although this one, he apparently got cleaned up. And I suspect, and I wasn't paying attention, that there were more people cycling in and out of the match than this person. Of course, he could have been the AFK guy down by the beach too. Who knows? But notice that Captain Taco really didn't even come out on top on the team, and I know he's cheating. I know he is. So yikes! Makes you wonder about this Hex guy too, doesn't it? I mean, you got clanmates. That's just too bad. Anyway, I want to leave this on a positive note, and that is that I feel like at least in midweek, and I don't know about the weekend, the tryhards really come out on the weekend, but in the midweek play, I find that I can get in and do PvP and it's all right. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm still never going to love it, but I can do it, and it's not like some agony. The worst thing tonight, of course, was connections, and they have been horrible all day long, and actually yesterday too, with the beaver and anteater and all the animal codes you can think of. Since they did the update, it's just been hard to get a match. So, well, with that, positive note, a couple decent matches there. Actually, most of my matches tonight were solid. They were very similar to this, so I don't have a lot to complain about. So keep it up, I guess. All right. With that said, this is Iron Bill, and I'm signing out.